This is not like going off to college or going off to go to a different country to pursue a career. This is your friggin' life. If you are so soft-hearted and you follow your heart all the time, sometimes your heart can kill you. Hey guys, it's Jermaine and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome. My name is Jermaine. I make videos about the fat acceptance, fat liberation, body positive movement. I talk about all things obesity and fatness related. Sometimes I share my personal stories as well. Somebody who used to be really obese and what that was like. Sometimes I also cover some social topics that I feel like I connect with and I want to give my 2 cents on. So if you're into those kind of videos, you'd like to hear my take on stuff, then you might want to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell because I upload new videos at least once a week. And if you're returning to my channel, I just want to say welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for being a part of my little family here on YouTube. I love you guys. I appreciate you so friggin' much. For today's video, we're going to be looking at a video from TLC UK. This was posted pretty recently. I mean 3 months ago. 3 months ago is pretty recent. And the title of this video is Couple Who Met at Weight Loss Clinic Struggle to Lose Weight Together. Let's get into it. I know the video haven't even started and I've already got things to say, but in my opinion, I think if you're on a journey of like recovery or working on yourself or doing something that you cannot afford to be distracted, I feel like getting in a relationship or like a codependent type of situation is so dangerous and it's so scary. I know it has worked for some people. Like you've seen those videos of couples who are both equally fat and then both decide to go on a weight loss journey and both end up losing weight together. They are accountable to each other. I feel like it could work out for some people, but I don't think that's everyone's story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But let's take a look at this one.
As long as I can remember, I have struggled with being overweight, and I did eat for comfort, but it built over the years because of how hard my childhood was. Growing up, my mom would have these hallucinations that would lead to these fits. One time, I was around 9 or 10 probably, one night when I woke up to my mom screaming about my dad's face bleeding. I couldn't see nothing, so I was freaking out. When my mom was hallucinating, it scared me. So food was a way to deal with the stress. So I just started gaining weight. And by the time I was 13, I was already around 280 pounds.
I just want to stop there for a little bit and say something. I can definitely empathize with the situation of you going through something and then you turning to food to help you cope, and that you acknowledge that it's not a good thing. You could realize that that was kind of like your drug to help you suppress what you're feeling or to help you cope with what you're dealing with. Like for me, what made me initially really obese was the fact that when I came back from an orphanage home and I started living with my mom again, I got so excited that I started eating a lot. The excitement, as somebody who used to have a lot of eating problems as a kid, suddenly coming back to my mom and having that freedom to choose, freedom to just be a kid in my own home, caused me to develop a massive appetite. I wasn't that big, but I was definitely big. But what took me to the next level in obesity was when I was already overweight and then I also looked different. If you guys didn't know, I'm Malaysian, but I am biracial, so I'm African and Indian, and I wasn't treated very nicely because my hair was different, like I looked different, I was called all sorts of names, kids just did brutal things to me. I shared this before in other videos, like kids would throw stones into my hair to see how it gets stuck in my hair, kids would spit on my head from upstairs. In school, from upstairs, they would spit on my head when they see me downstairs just to watch their saliva sink in. Like, it was just brutal. What made me feel better, what helped me cope with all of that bullying was eating, and I wasn't even eating nice things. Like guys, I was eating like the stupidest things. It wasn't even like fried chicken or something like really delicious. I was literally doing things like maybe I would take Milo, you know Milo, I'll put a lot of condensed milk in it and then I would fill it up in a big, like a huge massive glass, and then I'll put it in the freezer, let it freeze, and then I would kind of like break into that like an icy and then eat that. Or I would just eat like lots of bread, just lots of bread with mayo. I remember having like, I could eat, you know, the one set of bread, I could eat like 2 sets, 3 sets of bread in one sitting, and it's just mayo in there. Like, come on, nobody wakes up thinking I would love some bread with mayo. Now I find it so disgusting. Like, I would never do that now, but not just because it's fattening, just the thought of bread and mayo just grosses me out. So I feel like I can empathize with people like this. Like, they're not eating because they just love food. these are not foodies. This is an addiction, because foodies like good food. Addicted people don't care with the quality of food. You just want food. Like alcoholics, you know how alcoholics, they don't just discriminate alcohol, they just drink anything. You'd be like, oh, which wine do you prefer? Which type of alcohol do you prefer? They'll just be like, as long as it's alcohol, I'm fine. They don't discriminate. Anyway, let's keep going.
I'd write to her, but she never wrote back. She called a few times, but she would mostly talk to my dad. During one call, we was at my grandma's house using her phone, and my dad was the one on the phone talking to her. But when I got on the other phone, she was telling my dad that the reason she left was because of me, and that she wasn't coming back because I was a bad kid. For my mom to say that it was my fault or that she was blaming me for leaving, I was devastated. So for the next few years after my mom left, I just remember eating and eating. And by the time I was 18, I was probably close to 400 pounds.
I just want to say, like, you really don't know what people are going through in their life. Like, growing up, I used to think my life was bad because I didn't have my dad around. It was just my mom and we were really broke and stuff like that. But then you hear a household where there is both mom and dad, but even so, it's not great. Like, her mom was hallucinating, and the fact that her mom was hallucinating and saying all kinds of weird things to a child that's growing up, and like how that messes with your psyche. And then to top it off, your mom leaves and then she starts saying things like this. Like, you just never know what's going on in people's life, which is why I always say, like, it is very easy to look at a fat person and just be like, do something about your weight. Like, you know, why are you fat? I would never ever look at a fat person minding their own business and think in a way like, why are you fat? Why can't you do something about your weight? The people that I attack, I've said this multiple times on my channel, the only people I have an issue with and the people that I attack are the people who try to convince the world that being overweight like this is not a bad thing. That being overweight like this, you can still look sexy, you can still look good, you're beautiful just the way you are, you don't have a problem, nothing is wrong with you. The problem is with the world. Those are the people that I have a bone to pick with, because look at this is suffering. This is not a good look. Look at J-Bay, she just got arrested for being fat. I'm just kidding. I don't know why she got arrested. But you get my point. Like, putting on nose tubes and sitting on the internet and demanding things and being so entitled, that is disgusting. I don't want any part of that. That's the one that I want to attack. That's the one I want to destroy. That's the one I want to tear down every ounce of confidence that you have to sit on the internet and talk the way you're talking. You're the one I have a problem with. Regular fat people who probably are going through like something really massive that I don't know, you don't know, those people I don't have a bone to pick with. I just hope that they come out of it. I just hope that they decide to seek help and see the light and come out of that situation. There are people who have tried to report my channel. There are people who have called me a mean girl on the internet because I hate fat people. I do not hate fat people. I know what is it like to be overweight. I know what that does to you mentally, physically. So I would never attack another fat person for absolutely no reason. The ones that I attack are the ones who preach nonsense. The ones that I attack are the entitled, annoying people who preach false messages and try to destroy other people's life. Okay, now let's get into it. Oh my god, we're only 2 minutes into this video. I'm talking a lot. Let's get back into it.
So me and my older brother Michael decided to check into a weight loss clinic. He was using food to cope all these years too, and was over 600 pounds. So we both checked ourselves into a clinic together. And that's where I met Lee.
I remember meeting Renee for the first time.
He's big.
Her brother was my roommate at the bariatric clinic. And Renee would come in every day and visit Michael, and she would talk to me, and I kind of felt jealous how she would make sure he had what he needed. So then I got to where I'd follow her around, and we were like Bonnie and Clyde.
Lee was a sweet guy, and we started spending a lot of time together. And then we were an item at the clinic. But that broke the rules there, so we either had to stop dating
Oh my god,
or leave.
please don't tell me they
would get
left
onto us
the
for holding
clinic.
hands. They would get onto us.
You went in there
showing any
with
kind
a
of emotion or
plan,
attention to
please.
each other. So
I mean,
we
I'm
just
guessing they
decided we
did
wanted
leave
to
the
be together. We
clinic.
wanted a
Oh god,
relationship.
no, why?
We loved each other, and we've stayed together over the past 11 years since leaving the clinic. But being together, with both of us struggling with food, has not been a good thing.
Maybe I'm just a selfish, self-absorbed person. When it comes to a situation like this, honey, I'm always picking myself. I am picking myself first. Like, I have been through so much in life that there is no way anyone is standing in the way of me and my dreams and my goals. Like, absolutely not. I mean, what makes you think you still can't be in a relationship after you reach your goal? Like, why don't you just focus on yourself first? Be friends, but just focus on yourself first. But I mean, who am I to talk? I've never been somebody that just easily falls in love, so I cannot relate. So I cannot speak for everyone. I know there are people out there who really follow their heart and are just very like heart soft. is that a word, are just very like mushy and a bit soft in their heart, which can be a good and a bad thing. Even my situation, it can be a good and a bad thing. I'm still single and I'm 32 years old, but I feel like it can also be very dangerous if you are so soft-hearted and you follow your heart all the time. Sometimes your heart can kill you. Okay, let's keep going. So Obese, Bonnie and Clyde got together, and then what happened?
And we've stayed together over the past 11 years since leaving the clinic. But being together, with both of us struggling with food, has not been a good thing.
She said it's been 11 years since they left the clinic, and this is how they are both in bed. Not because they want to be, because they have to be. They're both just sprawled out like that. What relationship is this? They left the clinic 11 years ago, and this is how it is now. A sleep apnea machines. There is a fan here because you do sweat a lot when you're that big. There's a TV here for convenience so you don't have to walk out that much. So literally your whole life is just chained to this bed. That's not a life. Like, how are you guys making each other happy? Like, what? How is this not miserable? I would rather be single than live with a partner and be in a situation like this. Both of us just completely useless. I love how they have individual fans. Did you guys see that? They have individual fans.
I've struggled with my weight since I was really young. My parents separated and my mom left when I think I was about 2 years old and my brother was about 6 months old. But my dad remarried and my stepmom had 3 kids already. So with the cousins that lived with us, there was 8 kids in our family growing up. And when I was 9 or 10 years old, one of my siblings sexually abused me. That went on for 3 years. I didn't tell anybody over shame and embarrassment. It's one of those things that none of my family talk about, even to this day. And it's really messed with my head. So food is how I dealt with it.
You see, this is literally what we're saying. People don't just become obese just because they love food. Just because pizza is so good, I want to eat it every single day. Therefore, I just give in to my impulses. People get this big. Maybe you get a little overweight because you're a bit too happy and you eat a bit too much. There's a difference between like giving into your impulses here and there, and then suddenly you catch yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get back on track and what am I doing? That you will not get this big. For you to get this big, you have to really, really be eating food mindlessly. You just have to turn off the part of you that enjoys food or the part of you that is picky and you choose what you like and what you don't like. You just have to turn it all off and just stuff your face because it makes you feel good.
I started stealing food out of the refrigerator, going in my room in the closet and hiding and eat it. It didn't matter what it was as long as it tasted good. That was my comfort.
He said it doesn't matter as long as it tasted good. Literally what it means is as long as it tastes good enough for me to keep going and going and going and stuffing myself. As long as it tastes good enough for me to keep doing that. This doesn't mean as long as it tastes good as in like, oh, my palate is so refined. As long as something tastes really good or something tastes really unique or different, therefore I enjoy eating it. I'm a foodie. No, that's a foodie. This is not foodies. These are people who are just coping, and this is a food addiction. Using food to help them cope with something that they're going through, and food becomes like their drug. Let me know if you guys agree in the comments below, because I'm going based on my own experience as well. When I was stuffing my face, like I said, as long as it tastes good, I was just putting it in my mouth because it's comforting. But the taste good really just means good enough for me to keep stuffing my face with it.
It's what made me happy. So by the time I was 10, I was around 230 pounds. But when my family realized how much I was eating, my dad put a chain of padlock on the refrigerator. But I'd still find ways to sneak and hide food.
That never helps. I mean, I get parents who do it like they think that what they're doing is for the best for their kid. Oh my god, forcefully keeping food away from your kid. When has that ever worked? When has parents locking away something that the kid really likes ever worked? That urge is just gonna build up even more and you're just gonna burst. I mean, I had a friend whose parents were so strict with her eating, and she wasn't even fat. She was just a little chubby. And because the parents were so strict with her eating, she would go out and she would stuff her face outside, and then she would throw all the wrappers before she come home, or she would like pass it to us to help throw the wrappers before she go home, because she get in trouble with her parents when she goes home. Girlfriend became like 2-3 times bigger than what she was. So I'm just saying, it doesn't work. For parents to think that forcefully keeping food away from your kids is gonna work, it is not.
So my eating never slowed down. And when I was about 17 years old, I weighed over 500 pounds. I knew I was overweight, but I just kept eating. And over the next 10 years or so, I just kept getting worse. And then I started losing my mobility.
So his whole youth was completely gone, because by 17 he was already 500 pounds. You know who's 500 pounds? Emmeline Wade is 500 pounds. By 17 years old, when you're at your prime, when you're supposed to be at your most fit era of your life, whether you're young and you're supposed to be healthy, is the point in time when he was already 500 pounds. His youth has been stolen. His whole teenage years gone.
And that's when I knew I had to do something. So I contacted a bariatric clinic and they said they would take me. I was there to get help and hoping to turn my life around. But when I met Renee there, we fell in love and had to leave.
What about this?
So we never got the help we needed. And since we've been together, we both just kept gaining. Because outside of each other, food is all we both have. And the only activity we do, and the only reason we ever go out, is to get food.
It's so crazy to me how they left a place that was helping them. It's so crazy to me that they chose to be with each other over fixing their life. Like, this is your life. This is not like going off to college or going off to go to a different country to pursue a career. This is your friggin' life.
So I've been just focusing on what I need to do to try and get approved for surgery today. Me and Renee?
When I left the hospital, I was down to 546. And Dr. Now told me I should easily lose 20 pounds a month. So I should be at or below 500 pounds. Wow. I thought I'd be further along.
Surviving, huh? So is that why you missed your last appointment? Okay. You just had your bypass about 2 months ago. And when you left the hospital, you were down to 546. So you lost only 9 pounds since then. But Renee has lost almost 50 pounds at the same time. And she hasn't even had her bypass yet.
Oh, he's already on the bypass surgery. That's why they expected him to have lost more weight and he didn't.
What is going on with you?
I guess I'm eating wrong things.
You think it's funny? You have a gastric bypass.
I had a gastric bypass,
to
yes.
lose weight.
To lose weight.
And you're not losing weight.
I don't eat a third what I ate
just
before I
answer
had
the
that
question,
surgery.
okay? Then
You're
we're not
asking
talking
me
about
questions
that.
that I don't understand no more than you understand.
What are you talking about? You're choosing to overeat and you think it's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay at all.
So what is going on?
I guess I'm not eating the right things. I mean,
We gave you the instruction that you need to follow, and you're not
Yeah.
following. You play your cards right until you got the surgery. And now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay? How in
I
the world
don't see
somebody...
how I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can keep down.
That's how it works. You throw up constantly because the surgery forces you to when you overeat now.
I think my problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
Really?
I don't know what. I mean,
What do you mean you don't know? And you
Yeah.
think that you're not eating and you're getting
I don't want to
fat.
get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished?
Wait, is this where that meme is from? Do he say this? He said he's malnourished. Doctor Now, do you think you look like you're malnourished? Yo, that's so savage. I always hear people say Dr. Now is very savage, and he clearly is. That's so funny. The guy kept saying that when he eats, he throws up, and I heard that if you're on the bypass surgery and if you eat too much, you throw up. So that means if the fact that you're throwing up, it means you are eating a bit too much. And then he said he's not eating the right types of food, which I'm guessing might be true as well, because clearly bad foods are the ones with higher calories. And also, like, he said that they're arguing a lot earlier, and I'm guessing like when you argue a lot, there's a lot of tension, a lot of stress. It's very easy for you to slip back into your old ways to help you cope. Dr. Now, gotta love this man, huh?
And whatever you're overeating, you're throwing up. It means the surgery is working to hold you back when you make bad choices. And it's the only reason that you didn't gain 100 pounds these past 2 months.
Do you not want me to eat at all?
You know that's not what I'm saying at all. You have been given a tool to help you change your life.
You know what? It's the fact that I think it's because he's so used already to eating so much food that he thinks he's under eating. He genuinely believes that he isn't eating enough because he's so used to consuming so much large portions of food. Because he goes from like, do you not want me to eat at all? Like, of course not. He cannot believe that he's puking. He cannot believe that when he puts food down his system, he's puking. And Dr. Now said the reason why you're puking is because you're eating too much. The thing is designed to make you eat only a certain amount of food. So this guy is panicking because he's like, no, but how am I going to finish my whole family size pizza in one sitting. So do you not want me to eat at all? Just because I can't eat like a whole family of 12 size pizza in one sitting, you do not want me to eat at all? Like, what is wrong with you, Dr. Now? This is new to him. Like, he is not used to eating like personal size pizzas or eating like 2 size of pizza. He is not used to that. So now that he cannot put down the family size pizza, like it's not going down, it's just like weird, like whoa, what is happening to me? And bear in mind, he's been eating like this since he was a kid. He was already 200 over pounds at 10 years old. He was 500 over pounds at 17 years old. What do you think is normal to him? That's normal to him. Eating a family size extra large pizza in one sitting is probably normal to him. Weight loss is like a mental thing, because now you kind of also have to change the way you think. It's not just your body changes. You're not on a diet. Literally, the way you operate changes. For me, when I first started losing weight, I started putting my food on a saucer. Like, I was eating in a saucer rather than an extra big plate, because all the plates we had in our house were always these huge dinner plates. And if you put food on huge dinner plates, everything looks like a tiny appetizer. When you put your food in a saucer, like my plate used to be crowded because it's in a saucer. Like, sometimes you really just have to train your brain. Weight loss is crazy, man. You really need to train your brain.
Now that you had the surgery, the physical drive to eat is gone. So you have to deal with what is driving you to eat. That's the hard part, and you don't want to do it. And you're running from it and self-destructing.
I'm done with this conversation. Go to her.
No, we're gonna finish with you.
No, we're not finishing with me. You're making me mad.
Yeah, sit down right there.
Oh god, is
Sit
he gonna
down
attack
right
the...
there.
Oh my gosh! Did he just push...
Sit down.
Did he
Okay.
just push Dr. Now with the door? Oh my god. Okay, so that's that, guys. That's the video. After you're already disappointed in yourself, you go into a room and you get called out by Dr. Now, and the way he's getting called out, like, because Dr. Now is just a no-nonsense guy. Like, the way he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and asking, so what's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Like, I'm not taking any bullshit. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? To get that, you perceive it as, oh my gosh, I'm being attacked. And then you instantly get defensive. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is for the fat one. We get defensive when somebody talk about our fatness. We're already feeling bad about ourselves. We're already feeling pretty rubbish. So when you call us out on it, it's just like, don't. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about people who are both supposed to be on a journey of bettering themselves, end up falling in love, and then deciding, I'm gonna do it on my own. But apparently she does look like she lost a lot of weight. She seems to have lost quite a bit of weight, and even Dr. Now said that she has lost more weight than him. So, and she hasn't even done the bypass surgery, so that's really good. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, because I upload new videos at least once a week. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. The links are all in the description box below. I'll also put the full link of this video in the description box. If you want to watch the full video in an original speed, you can click on the link below as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video.